Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into a fascinating prediction that's been buzzing around. Could Kamala Harris be the next president of the United States in 2024? You might think, okay, that's a bold claim. But here's where it gets interesting. This prediction comes from none other than Alan Lightman, a man who's made a name for himself with some seriously accurate predictions. Let's break it all down, see what he's saying, and find out what might be in store for Kamala. So first things first, who's Alan Lightman? No, he's not an astrologer, but a political historian and professor at American University. For over 4 decades, he's been studying election patterns, crunching numbers, and analyzing the U.S. political landscape. He created a prediction model called the Keys to the White House, which has a pretty impressive track record. Out of 10 predictions, he's nailed 9. That's like having a friend who almost always guesses the plot twist right before it happens. Impressive, right? Now let's get into this model a bit, shall we? Lightman's Keys to the White House isn't just about polls or media buzz. It's a set of 13 indicators that assess everything from the economy and incumbency to social unrest. If enough of these keys fall against the current party in power, he predicts they'll lose the next election. So it's more about trends and patterns than any one individual. And hey, unlike astrology, it doesn't rely on the stars or your horoscope, just good old-fashioned data. So what's Lightman predicting this time? According to his latest analysis, the Democratic Party has a chance to hold on to the White House in 2024. But there's a twist. He's hinted that Kamala Harris might be the one to step up as the new face. Yep, you heard that right. Lightman suggests that Harris could be poised to take on a leading role in the race if certain circumstances align. Now, before we jump ahead, remember, he hasn't said this as an absolute, but he's definitely dropping hints that it's a possibility. All right, let's talk about Kamala Harris herself. As vice president, she's made history as the first female, first Black, and first South Asian American in the role. She's a figure who represents change, and that appeals to a lot of voters, especially in an era where diversity and inclusion matter more than ever. Plus, she's got the experience and visibility that would help her step into the role. But as always, with great visibility comes great responsibility, and maybe a few critics along the way. Now, no prediction is without its challenges. If Kamala Harris does indeed run or takes on a more prominent role, she'll face questions around her policy decisions, her time as Attorney General, and how she's handled her VP duties so far. It's not an easy road, and she'll likely have to convince voters that she's not just a first, but that she's prepared to lead the country. And hey, who doesn't love a little challenge, right? Now, a little reality check. Lightman's record is impressive, but it's not flawless. He's gotten one prediction wrong, so there's always a chance this could be the second. But let's be honest, if he were a betting man, you'd probably want to follow his tips. Still, the world of politics is anything but predictable. So while we take Lightman's insights seriously, let's not forget to keep an open mind. So, what if Lightman's right? If Kamala Harris becomes the Democratic candidate, it could be a historic election. Imagine the debates, the campaign trail, and the headlines. It would certainly be a new chapter for the U.S. And hey, who doesn't like a little history in the making? But for now, it's all speculation. Backed by data, yes, but speculation all the same. And there you have it, the prediction, the possibilities, and what it could mean if Kamala Harris becomes the next president. Only time will tell if Lightman's prediction holds up once again. So if you enjoyed this peek into the future and want to stay updated with more fun and insightful predictions, don't forget to hit that right now and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep your minds open and your curiosity alive.